Okay then, so that was fast. I guess we do have time to start chapter 2 at least. I don't think we'll finish chapter 2 before ad break, but we'll start it at least. Robo-Ky's relatable? Oh. Pat the Rat. Hi Jacko. Bye Jacko. My new favorite tradition is being like, hi Jacko, whenever like starting a round. Oh hi Sen, again.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
I'm also running the game at high instead of medium. I forget what settings I used for the jam playthrough. Same with audio, I have no clue if the audio settings are good or not.
Oh, so you two are friends?
Gonna make me say it. Gonna make me make this lousy original try.
Robo-Ky versus Sin.
How do you know I'm Sin?
Well, I mistook him for you earlier.
I'll take that as a joke. But did you have to go and cross blades with him too?
Oh, right. I want to try fighting you two at the same time.
Where'd you get that idea?
Oh, come on. This doesn't happen every day. It'll be a good learning experience.
Just what kind of education are you giving this kid?
I apologize.
Oh, forget it! Bring it on!
All right, let's do this.
Duel 1.
Oh my god, this is silly. This is very goofy, I'm enjoying this. But yeah, oh. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, shoot, wrong button. In Guilty Gear X Plus, there's, X or X, yeah, it's X Plus, there's a thing called GG mode, where you have like a slightly variant move, it's a version with a slightly different moveset basically. But for Kai, for example, like his sprite's totally different. He's like hunched over and kind of lumbering around, and there's like all sorts of like mechanical, really obnoxious sounds playing from personal experience. So in story mode of X Plus, this version is supposed to be Robo-Ky, albeit in this game it just looks like a, you know, it's just Kai's sprite altered slightly.
You guys fight nothing alike. I'm spent.
I'm starting to feel like things might start shooting out of my joints too.
Can't say I like being the meat in a lightning sandwich.
Are you guys, like, sure you can't get along?
Don't blame me, blame the lousy original.
Let's get this straight. Sin, if you had a lookalike, would you want him going around committing crimes?
I guess not, but why can't you just ask him to promise not to? You're acting a teeny tiny bit childish, Dad.
It's, complicated.
You think you can console me? Think again, you dumb Malia moron bozo sapiens?
Huh. That is complicated.
But now that the Post-War Administration Bureau's been reformed, I'd hope you'd live a more peaceful life.
Who wants a loser among losers lose a life like that? Pass!
What?
I don't only want to be some baker's errand boy. That's just a stepping stone. Getting my foot in the door, that's all. Once I earn enough, I'm gonna buy that mountain. And I'm gonna turn the whole thing into a tangerine grove.
Sick! Let me get my tangerine on sometime.
Oh, no!
What?
They're my tangerines, are mine! Self-sufficiency, infinite energy. It's the ultimate cutting-edge technology that we all strove for. Now that the endless array system is complete, all I need is an infinite supply of tangerines. You'll see.
Yikes. What do tangerines have to do with any of that?
Stick plates of copper and zinc into a tangerine, and it powers them up. It's an old, abandoned technology. But someone rediscovered it. It was all grasping in the dark back then, but now... well, he must be happy.
Huh? I'm not doing this for him. This tech is for me, by me, exclusively. But I'm sure he'll be jealous.
Huh, so the tangerines are precious to you. I get it. Sorry, no snacking.
A commendable apology for one with such lousy blood.
You should get back to your errands, Sin. Yuna will be home soon.
Oops, see ya, Tangerine-Bot. Good luck!
You fool! At least call me the Great Tangerine-Bot.
Is that the issue?
A weird ass dynamic. So, I don't know where to begin unpacking what just happened. Okay, genuine question. How does Yuna still exist if they basically changed the timeline? I guess it's like a multiverse kind of time theory where instead of like Back to the Future style where like changing the timeline erases something, it's like Yunika's like transplanted from a different time so she can still exist. I don't know how it works. I like Yunika well enough as a character, so it's like nice to see her stick around, but it is very confusing.
Sorry, long line at the rental shop.
Robo-Ky versus Johnny.
Alright, time for this weird ass matchup. Oh shoot, again, I keep pressing that by accident. I'm so used to playing Dizzy. Wait, actually, would that even be... No, that's Ice Pillar. So yeah, no, I would be using that a lot. I refuse to say, like, I use this to catch fish. I can't be bothered to remember her actual move list by name, because that's just too much. Yeah, interesting story mode dynamics, and again, I think it does tie into the overall theming of Strive, of everyone just kind of learning and growing, and kind of trying to find closure, though to some with mixed results. Let's blow up again. Is that this? Yeah, that's triangle. So yeah, that's a power-up. Again, he has this in the original. I think it does way more. Ow, okay. So if it gets blocked, it's just hurting you and not him. Cool. So yeah. Again, he didn't even have like a JD in Accent Core. And again, he skipped Xrd entirely. He's in the story, but he's not playable in Xrd. So yeah, this is his first playable appearance. Arguably in like 20 years, if we're not counting like AC plus R and all the iterations, like close to 20 years. Because the first version of Accent Core would have probably been around 2009, I think. So yeah, pretty impressive. And again, like the only major omission the only major omission that I can think of so far is Zappa at this point, but like in Xrd they established that they got rid of the ghost possessing him, so I don't know what the hell his deal would be unless they bring back Esco and just like they're chummy now. Because I can picture Strive doing that where it's like he and Esco are just like actually working better together, but like he's still possessed kind of, and like trying to come up with some kind of story for that. I think would be really interesting. I don't know if he'd be like twisted like a pretzel like in his original sprite, but again, I wouldn't be shocked if someday we see Zappa back at this rate. So yeah, in terms of returning characters, we're basically just missing, like, yeah, Cliff, who very much dies, Justice, who, I guess, again, if post-war administration bureau still exists, you could feasibly do, like, Accent Core and bring back Justice via, like, a copy. And then you're missing a lot of Xrd characters. You're missing Answer, who, again, people are headcanoning as the rabbit that is accompanying Jam at the moment. Raven, Kum Hae-hyun. That's not easy for me to say, somehow. I feel like I'm forgetting someone.
This body's expensive. I can't afford to lose.
But like, they keep talking about this game. About how they kind of just want to stick with Strive for a long time. Which I understand, this game's like the best in Guilty Gear. It's hit like 4 million concurrent, like 4 million players total, which is a big deal given that Guilty Gear games typically were like lucky to hit like 6 digits. So it's, again, like I've said before, it's very funny juxtaposing Guilty Gear selling like 3 million copies or 4 million copies being a huge deal, to like Mortal Kombat 1 being a disappointment for selling like 3 million copies in like a quarter. Like a literal like fiscal quarter. So yeah, it's like expectations matter a lot for if a game's successful or not. In this case, like expectations are very low. This feels like a pretty high budget Guilty Gear, but I think it's just a lot of animation techniques that they frankly honed during like DBZ Fighter, like DB Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't know how to say that conveniently. DBFZ, that's what people say. But like, I don't know what the budget on a game like this would be. I mean, given all the collabs, maybe. I think the budget for later characters is a lot higher, given that like Robo-Ky, for example, animates kind of ridiculously, actually. Too late. I'm trying to do like the special thing, but I forgot the input of it. Nope. That was burst. Okay, cool. I was trying to do like the new counter thingy that they added, but or like counter like follow-up that they added, but I literally don't remember the input for it. Because I never remember to use it. But yeah, I think I've seen some speculation that it's partly because they don't really have a way, they didn't really have anywhere to go from the story. They kind of resolve everything in this game. Like, the stuff with that man and Yuna is resolved to the point that if they do another Guilty Gear, like a brand new Guilty Gear, it's gonna have to start from scratch, basically. In a way that's like, I don't know if they really felt inclined to do that, basically, is what I'm thinking at this point. Because it kind of feels like they don't feel that strongly about, like, doing that. I mean, there's the whole Nerval hammer thing, but that was, like, a one-off. And dual rulers. Hi, Leo.
Rejoice! You'll be the definition of loser in my dictionary.
This body's expensive. I can't afford to lose.
Robo-Ky.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna point out earlier. I remembered it during a cutscene and then couldn't say it, but then forgot it again. But yeah, it's like genuinely weird when you realize Kai is voiced by Kinger from Digital Circus. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Like Sean Chiplock. And also the realization of the voice for Sin, I think, is Lucian Dodge. So that would be Kiyotaka and Hifumi from Danganronpa 1. Sean Chiplock is Kiyotaka, I think. All my Danganronpa pilled friends can back me up on that or correct if need be. Okay, what happens here? Okay. That actually does sort of work. Not well, but it kind of worked. Yeah, Robo-Ky is very goofy. It's like he kind of sucks, but in a way that's also kind of endearing. It's really weird and hard to quantify. But sometimes he's just like a character who's just like a ridiculous boy fail. Oh, girl fail. That's almost more Jam. Jam's kind of a girl fail who just won't give up. A very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the thing with Jam is she doesn't ever give up because she's just ridiculously too confident for her own good. It's not necessarily like she doesn't have a no quitting attitude, it's just that she's very overconfident and very self-assured that even like big upsets don't really shake her worldview that much, if that makes sense.
Allow me to explain. By forcing this Hercules beetle to work nearly as hard.
I don't know who's explaining that also. Also, there's a line in his theme about like a timid scientist, and I was like, I don't think Crow's that timid. He's kind of sadistic. I don't say that would be timid. Though, like, a lot of people say a lot of AC Plus R and X2, and X1 for that matter, kind of don't matter it's like the framework of these stories carries forward, but the actual like events specifically don't matter. Like Ino working with that man is important, but it doesn't really come up the way it comes up in like Plus R. If you had a nickel for each GG character that came out this year that you're like, oh yo, we resonate with them, you'd have 2. Oh my god. It's funny that they were back to back also. Clearly the guest character is just gonna be like Morgan of the Devil just to completely screw with you specifically. Okay, but like what if it's like a beat from Unbeatable? It's not gonna happen, but like imagine. Like I can see them putting beat into like Frame Makers or something. That's like an indie like crossover fighting game. Like I'd be down. But again, it would be really funny if that were the case, given apparently this is the Encore season. That's a very fun thing to say, because it rhymes with Encore. But my other take is, I don't care. I guess this is a good time to talk about it, since we're just fighting Soul again. I literally feel very indifferent about guest characters at this point. I'd rather have like any established characters. My most wanted at this point like Kim Hye-hyun, like unironically. I don't know if she's I want her to not have the mech though. That is my hot take. As I want her to have the same fighting style, but just as herself and not with the giant robot suit. I think that's my take. But my other take is I don't really feel that strongly about like Lucy. In actuality, I'm just so like not into cyberpunk that I feel like Lucy was actually more of a detractor than anything, but also she's in the same path as Dizzy and Venom and Unica, so like it's still worth it to me. But like I got no enjoyment out of Lucy being in this game, if I'm being blunt. However, that being said, get that bread is my mentality with guest characters. It's like if they want to license out characters to Arxis to put them in this game, go for it. It's like, I don't even have any desire of who to see. It's like, when they're announced, neat. But like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I hope it's this character, I hope it's that character, because I really can't bring myself to care. To be like perfectly honest. They talked about putting another cyberpunk character in like a few months ago, and I hope it's not like Rebecca, because that just feels like a waste at that point to go with 2 cyberpunk characters. That's my biggest fear actually. I'd rather have a different series. It's like I would take an Inside Arxis guest character, I would take a River City Girls character, I would take
Sorry, long line at the rental shop.
I would take like Ragna or someone from Blaze Blue. But yeah, I literally cannot care about like the majority of options. Like Tifa and Street Fighter, believe it or not, I love Final Fantasy VII. I'm weirdly lukewarm about Tifa, to be perfectly honest. It just feels slightly cynical to me. Like, because it's gonna be time to when Revelation comes out, and it's like, I'm still on Rebirth. I haven't even started Rebirth yet. I don't care about Final Fantasy VII Revelation, because I'm still a game behind. So yeah, my cynical take on it is, I just kind of feel like I want a guest character who doesn't feel like they're trying to sell me something. I think that's my hot take on it. I'd rather have a guest character who they want to just put in because they're cool, versus a character who, again, just feels like a brand promotion. If that makes sense. Oh, he's bisexual, I didn't know that. Who? Angie or Robo-Ky? Because both make sense as bisexual. Robo-Ky's like a closeted gay who hits on every woman he sees just to prove how not gay he is. That's my read on Robo-Ky, both TBH. There are a lot of jokes about Angie being gay, to be blunt. Like, it's been a long-running joke in the fan base. Did you know that Garfield top surgery comic? I've seen redraws of that with Angie and Baiken. Like, where do you think your boobs went? Like, between, like, with, like, Angie not being in Xrd. I don't know why that comic amuses me so much. But yeah, I really do vibe with Robo-Ky in this game more than I thought I would. Like, genuinely, he's actually a lot of fun to play. I don't think I would stick with him just because I'm so dizzy-pilled at this point that I don't think I'd make the switch. I don't know who would get me to make the switch. Again, I say I want Kumei-Hyun. I don't think I'd actually play as her, to be blunt, because I'm so locked into Dizzy. But yeah, I also want more deep cuts. I want Leopoldin from Kiskes, which is an insane pick. If you just drop that to like a casual Guilty Gear fan, probably. It's just like a big, lumbering, like, body horror gear looking thing with like a dog piloting it. It's weird. I don't know how else to describe Leopoldin.
Well then, to a dazzling encounter.
Sorry, long line at the rental shop.
And then Fanny from Guilty Gear Petite is like, whenever they do a poll, I always pick her. Because I think it'd be fascinating. I say this every time. I think it'd be fascinating in a game where like Faust is extremely effed up to actually bring back Fanny finally. Because like her whole plot is she's trying to find Faust essentially, who like essentially becomes Faust. I think specifically she's like the nurse to Dr. Baldhead. So like she's trying to find Faust but can't find him, presumably because he's changed identities essentially. So yeah, it'd be really fascinating to me, one, modernizing her from literally a WonderSwan game, and then two, actually having like story for her. The recent like poll they put out, like character polls, they literally included 2 like manga characters in this. Like they are digging into really obscure side material for potential roster picks, which makes sense if like, to be blunt, they want to go like 10 years, which is like the rumor. But the thing is, that'd be like a new character for like the majority of the fan base, and then you have the old fan base that's like, oh my god, it's so-and-so, and it's like neat. Like, it's weird to think about that there was a time period in my life where I saw the Scythe in the first trailer for Testament, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And it's like, oh, it's Testament, that makes sense. Like, I genuinely couldn't have been able to tell it was Testament from that, and I didn't recognize Bridget by the yo-yo. Nowadays, if they tease a character, I can probably pick them out of the lineup. If they're like teasing a recurring character, or a returning character with like a weapon hint, it's like, I could probably parse it out. But like back in 2021, it's like yo-yo, okay, and Bridget shows up. It's like, oh god, I'm not looking forward to the discourse, I think was my first like thought when Bridget was announced. And I was pleasantly surprised in game, but the discourse still sucked. Reminder, Asuka goes by that man in most of the series.
Commencing battle method Turing test. Subjects, both combatants.
Again, this is kind of a throwaway to set up the characters for the story. This is not like a special fight specific to Robo-Ky. That's saved for part 3. Yours is like the hourglass. I don't even know what your deal is. I cannot wrap my head around Asuka. I'm gonna be real. There's a joke, a long-running joke, that Asuka's like a BlazBlue character they put into Guilty Gear. Which would be funny if they put Ragna in. Okay, that was a really cool mix-up. That was totally not on purpose. Ow. Again, case in point, I have no clue how to counter any of the bullshit Asuka does. That could have been really good. Oh, you can freeze too. I forgot. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, can I do both of these? Nope, okay. I had more energy than I thought I did, because that did a lot of damage. That was also not on purpose, so I was trying to do the punch super. So oopsie. I might have to use a snooze, but we might as well just ride out Choppy Tube here. We're at the very end of it. God, I keep, like, cause like Bridget has the like forward move, and it's 236K. I keep trying to press 236K to do that when it's 214S for Robo-Ky. It's really confusing. When it's like the same utility is on a different place, and it just throws me the hell off. I swear I'm trying to do this input. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, that's real bad. I'm dead. Okay.
That was close. I nearly put out a
It's not even playing Crawl, because he's not really the final boss. He's only the boss of Chapter 2. And again, this isn't even a boss. This is just a regular fight, essentially. Yeah, again, I tried pressing K that time. It's like, nope, that's the wrong input. I need to use that move more, like the little launcher. I also need to use this more. Again, I have no clue how to even use Wings of Light effectively. Oh shoot, okay. I might lose this one actually. This isn't looking great for me at the moment. There we go, finally. Ta-da. That's not gonna do a whole lot. Oh, actually not terrible. Command grab. Yeah. Shoot, that is not what I meant to do. I'm just pushing buttons at this point.
What? If you've got something to say, say it.
Well, I was just thinking how far you've... No, that's not quite it. You almost seem strangely alive. And it's a little... well... creepy.
That's all. You could think of.
No, I just couldn't imagine a robot being so human. It slipped out. To see you now, no one would believe you were originally a weapon built to copy me.
Damn straight! While you sat in your ivory tower, I was in the trenches, roughing it out, honing my strength.
You've got me there.
Enjoy the view of my backside, original.
Huh? Game over.
Again, this dynamic is like really good actually. New chapter unlocked. Oh, I tapped out, my bad. So now that we have reached the end of chapter 2, I'm gonna take a break, because ads are gonna run, and then we're gonna do chapter 3.